Hello everyone, my name is General Fancy Pants, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This time we'll be playing The Old Tree. And this is kind of an interesting game, as you can see. It's very different. There's no menu. The game just starts up, and you just start playing. There's a couple things here. I can change it to windowed mode or turn off I think that's sound. It's kind of hard to see down there, or I could just close it all completely. So it's basically just a really simple interface. Excuse me. And basically it is a semi-puzzle game. It's very short, so it'll only be just this episode. So, yeah. So let's get started here. The game is kind of dark, so I apologize if it's hard to see, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, let's see. So first we click this red dot here, that red light. And it looks like there's a bunch of eggs or something. Ah, there we go. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Alright, click that. So this game is kind of interesting because, like I said, it's very short. I don't even think there's music, or if there is, it's... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say it's pretty quiet, but it's there. And basically, I'm not controlling this guy. He's moving all on his own, and he just kind of waits for you. He gets to a certain spot and waits for you to interact with whatever object you need to interact with. So there's another light to turn on. You can kind of see that it's sort of an alien, looks like an alien atmosphere or something, or alien environment. But yeah, I don't know who this is. He looks like an alien. I'm assuming he's an alien because there's his little tentacles right there, if you can see them. But now we get to our first real puzzle. And there's a centipede-like creature, or millipede, whatever you want to call it. Actually, it's a centipede, probably, because millipedes, I think, have shorter or thinner legs. And we have this bug flying around here, and we have this drop of water. So you can kind of see the bug follows a very specific pattern. So we click the water drop. We're trying to get rid of this bug here so that we can get through the hole that he's covering. So what we want to do is, this took me a while. I played this only once before, but once you play it once, you know the answers to everything. That's how short it is, because you don't have to remember very much. But I thought you had to drop this water on him to make him bigger or something, so I was clicking over and over and over, but the water wouldn't drop directly on him and nothing happened when it did. But then I noticed that the bug goes right here, and this is actually an interactable object. You can't, it's hard to tell because it looks very similar to everything else on the screen, like as far as how it's colored in and a little hazy and things, so it looks like it's part of the background, but actually it's a little catapult. I'm not sure what this game is intended to do as far as if it's supposed to invoke, like, or it's sort of some sort of, like, looks like a hotel lobby or something. Can't click on him. Well, you can click on him, but nothing happens. There's a plant right here. Ah, okay, so there's something right there, a little switch or something there, and we have a light bulb and a light switch right here. So we turn that off and that lights up. There's a little number 4 right there, if you can see that. So let's see what happens if we click that. Do it next time here. Alright, so now it goes down to 3. Not really sure what we're... Ring the bell again. Okay, now we're up to 2. Not sure why you need the light off to do this, but... Kind of looks like we're in an elevator shaft. As my guess, this one is... You got these 4 little dots here and these 6 panels, so it looks like you have to match this pattern here, this L shape. So we can try doing something like this. Alright, that didn't work. Or I guess something like that. That seemed to do something. Yeah, but I don't know if this is supposed to invoke, like, a bigger picture of grander thoughts, or things like make you think about life, make you think about a journey or something like that, but to me, I don't know. This is the part that took me a little bit to figure out, but there's this little dot right up here. Opens up the top of the elevator. Because there doesn't really actually seem to be any sort of specific, like, goal per se, other than just moving this guy. He's trying to get out, is what's happening here. So we have a bug here. He just hatched, basically. Unscrew these things. He just hatched. He's trying to find his way out or find his way home or something. I'm not sure, but let's try clicking him. Ah, okay, he'll illuminate the path a little bit. But yeah, I'm not sure if you're supposed to think about, like, you know, the journey of life or the journey of trying to figure out your way home or whatever it is, but or maybe it's just a simple game that the developers thought would be an interesting concept and they just developed it. So so you have these red lights here that don't seem to do anything. We have some sparks going on right in that area. Nothing here, but there's this panel that's a little bit lighter than everything around it, so there we go. Okay, so this seems to be one of those puzzles where you have to click the light to make all of them green. Very easy. Like I said, I have played this once before, so I do know the answers. And I don't know if there's any more. I mean, it's a very linear path. There doesn't seem to be any deviation since I'm not controlling the character at all. So he's just going to run the same path every single time you play. There's another game that's kind of similar like this where it's very very interesting. I'll probably play it as another, or as kind of a short let's play called The Plan. We have a vent fan here. And we have another vent back here. It looks like this little piece right here is a little loose, so maybe that'll stop the fan. Okay, who knows what kind of ramifications that will have, since now it's not venting anything, but we'll see. But anyway, yeah, there's a game kind of similar to this called The Plan, where it's sort of the same thing, where there's no real danger or objective other than just to reach the end of it. There's no, you know, major puzzles or anything. You just kind of play it and sort of think about what you're playing and why you're playing it as far as what is the bigger picture of this game, what is it trying to convey. So we have a little robot here, and I think this kind of reminds me of what is that game called? I think it's called like Machinarium or something like that. Machinarium. Is that what it is? Where you're a little robot, and it kind of looks like that. Not the robot you play, but there's a little piece where I think there was a cook in it, and I don't know. Anyway, there's a little button right here. Let's see what that does. Alright, looks like it's dropping a little piece of meat or something. Oh, there's a fly. Hey. Hey now. That's not nice. That's a very powerful fly to be carrying around this big piece of meat. You can't click the fly and that'll get rid of it. Nothing too mysterious there. And that adds that ingredient to the whatever he's making, the stew or the soup or the carrot. another fly to take care of. Whatever he's making, it looks good already. Beef and carrots, that's one of my favorite things to eat. And some sausage, that's not bad, I'll take it. Not a bad ingredient. Alright, looks like he's done, or she, or it, or whatever you want to call it. Nothing more coming out that way. Nothing we can do here. Okay, now we're back into, looks like the hotel lobby again, but maybe just higher up, or above it. Okay, looks like that can't be interacted with. All there is to do here is just move those curtains, and then you got some junk in here to move around. It's a little closet with apparently an entrance behind it. Alright, so we have a door here. And we have a, looks like a little manhole cover or something there. And we have a wheel, or a gear, or whatever you want to call that. See, we can't open the door. We can turn that, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So I guess, let's see what happens when we pull the manhole cover off. Or a plug, I guess, or it's a plunger. Yeah, it's a plug. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we turn on that. Okay, so that moves the water again. And then that fills up with water. Alright. So you can kind of guess what we need to do here. Let's drain the water again. Open up the door, because he'll need to move up to the top here to continue progress. Apparently the water doesn't move because this door is open here. So now that we have this plugged up, we can fill it up with water. And there he goes. I gotta say, this game is actually pretty... The atmosphere is very interesting in it. It's now that we're up there, drain the water so you can keep moving. But the graphics are actually, the graphics are pretty decent actually. It's just the way the environment is, you don't really know, everything sort of blends in with itself, so you have to kind of search around for what you need to do to solve the puzzles as far as what objects you can interact with, because there is no, I don't think there are any buttons other than just the left mouse click. There's no other there's no control over where this little guy goes or anything, so you can barely see it, but there is a spider web right here. So just click that away. Okay. It looks like we have a little pile of junk or something here. And looks like a couple mushrooms. And we have something here, I can't really tell what it is, but there's the outline of it, and there's its kind of sinister eyes. So it could be like a rat or a cat or something like that. Let's see what happens if we can't click the mushrooms, so we just have to get this out of the way. There's just look to be like a plunger of some type. And that might be the cord right there. No? Oh, okay. There we go. So now we have the plunger cord going into the mushroom, so now we can just plunger. And that noise didn't help with figuring out what exactly that creature was, but I think it was a rat, maybe. And now we're outside. And we were indeed inside of a tree. I think. It's interesting, like, here's a planet right here, but you can't do anything with it. But then you have all these little stars. You can't do anything else here. It's just he's grabbing onto that, whatever that is. So it looks like the only thing to do is just to click on this section right here. Oh, it's a dandelion. I think that's a dandelion, right? Little cotton ball things, you blow them on them when you were a kid, or as an adult. And that's the end. That's the end of the game. We are done. And I gotta say, for what this game was, it was pretty interesting. I don't know what else to say about it other than I hope he finds whatever he's looking for. I hope his journey is safe. I hope he grows and has experiences and that he has a good life. But again, I don't think there's any I don't think there's any secrets in the game. I don't think there's any like secret things to unlock or different endings. I think this is it. If I'm wrong, please let me know and I will see if I can find it. So we can play again if we want. And that starts us right at the beginning again. Here's the little red dot, and just to show, there's the egg, and we are back at the beginning. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little Let's Play, and I hope that it was semi-entertaining and a little different than other games. Very different, actually, as far as gameplay. And yeah, I will see you guys next time on whatever Let's Play you decide to watch. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then.